So I'm at the gym. I know a lot of people sit in the parking lot pimp. Look at this pimple, oh my goodness. I'm in the gym. I mean, I sit in the parking lot a lot too. I'm here. I'm inside. And I'm just vibing to Beyonce radio, standing by the lockers. I don't think that I was ready to come to the gym yet, but I had to get out of the house. I've been like trying to clean and fold and organize, and I've been doing that for hours today, and I was just past it. But I just already took a 2-hour nap this morning and was like, if you're not going to be doing this cleaning and organizing, you need to be at the gym. If you don't just need to be kicking it at home. But now I'm at the gym, kicking it at the gym. But I need a lift. I need a lift and do cardio because I don't have the time constraint of having Reagan in Kids Club. I do have to pick her up by 6:30 tonight, but I'll be done long before that. It's like barely after 3 right now. So anyway, welcome back to the vlog, everyone. I think this is the first video. The other one is uploading right now, or it's saving from Inshot right now, and then it'll be uploaded. I have a few things to talk about, like I mentioned in my last video, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to work out. Okay, so I just worked out. I am obviously in the exercise room. Before I do cardio, I'm just gonna run 2 sections, my 2 like trouble sections, and then 1 skill that I just haven't done in a really long time. I'm literally going to do them 1 time because I need to get to cardio and I don't want to be here all day. Whether they hit or miss, it's 1 time, like 1 time pow. Pow means like done, finished, over in Hawaiian. So 1 time pow, no matter how it goes. Okay, that was completely wild. That was completely wild. Literally as soon as I kicked up to that first handstand, which I didn't warm any of these skills up, I was like, oh, my shoulders are not well. Probably doing this after shoulders, probably not a great idea, but you know what? I tried it. Like I said, it was completely chaotic. But you know, it is what it is. And there was some guy in here, like the janitor guy, like cleaning up, and he's probably just watching me literally like face on the floor. Like my actual face was on the floor. I didn't even try the 3rd skill. I was like, you know what, Andrea, don't get hurt in here. Today's not the time. Today's not the day. So switching from lifting shoes to running shoes. I'm gonna go get on the Stairmaster for 20 minutes, and then I will do the assault bike for another 5. I only do the assault bike literally for 5 minutes. I do like 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off intervals. And then I will probably walk the last 30 minutes. And then at that point, I gotta go home and try to finish cleaning something up. Maybe I'll try to finish cleaning my car before I go pick up Reagan. It's just really hard to get anything done when Reagan's just like running wild, and I completely overestimated how much I could get done today. Like I thought for sure that by the end of her preschool today, I would have like the whole, my room and her room decluttered. And that just did not happen. Now, of course, I did take that unplanned 2-hour nap, but I don't think that an additional 2 hours would have helped me, which is crazy because like we've had professional organizers before and they just like, I don't know, it's really weird to watch them work and feel like, yeah, I could do that. But then when I try it, I don't know, like I can't do it. I don't know, I think it's the method. It's like I'm trying to put everything away where it goes as I get to it. Whereas like the cleaners are like, okay, let's just throw stuff in piles. Okay, trash, give away, keep, trash, give away, keep, trash, give away, keep. And then they find homes for things. I feel like I try to find homes for things as I find them. So I pick up this thing. Okay, this is trash. Okay, I'm keeping this, so that means I need to put it where it goes. Okay, where does that go? Well, first I have to fold it and then I have to go find it. Like, it's not my gift. It's not my gift, so it didn't really get done. Like I tried really hard. I worked for several hours, but I feel like the rooms still look the same. So I'll try again tomorrow. Ooh, all right. So after I lifted and did those janky skills, I got on the stairs for 40 minutes. So I said I was gonna do all that other stuff. I just did, so the Stairmaster has like those preset intervals that I showed on my last video. It's a 20-minute hit thing. So I did a 20-minute one, and then I just immediately did another 20 minutes. And then I was like, I've had enough. So then I left because I need to go to the grocery store before I pick up Reagan, because one thing about me, if I can avoid taking my 3-year-old to the grocery store, I'm going to do it. Like, I would rather do less cardio so that I can go to the grocery store without Reagan, than like get all the minutes of cardio done and then have to go straight to pick her up and still have to go to the grocery store. So I have to pick her up in like 40 minutes. So I am going to the grocery store right now. Then I'm going to stop by Sonic and get a Diet Cherry Limeade, because that is just what I need in my life right now. And then I'll go get Reagan. I have to train in the morning, but I don't know. I don't know what the point of that was. I'm just trying to think of what my weekend looks like. I have to train. What do I have to lift? I've done back and shoulders. I did chest and shoulders. I did legs. Oh, it's because I messed up my split. Remember last, I was like, oh, I have back and shoulders tomorrow. Wait, do I? I don't know what I have. I messed up my split. So technically, I don't really have anything tomorrow. I have like arms. I was supposed to do chest and shoulders, legs, back, and then arms and shoulders. But I messed it up. So I guess tomorrow I will just do cardio and routine. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Maybe I'll ask Ruben, like, what do you think I should do, since this is what I did this week? Or maybe I won't lift and I will just do cardio. I don't know. We're going to find out. But I was watching Brittany's video, and she was saying how she had been inspired to go back and, yeah, don't worry about these text messages. That's just Shantae and Aurelia, because I told them I did 40 minutes on the stairs. So they're applauding me for that, because 40 minutes on the stairs deserves applaud, okay? So what was I saying? Oh, I was watching Brittany's video, and she said how she had gone back to watch her old videos, because we were talking about how we went back and watched our old videos. And I was like, you know what? I want to watch my Chattanooga video, because that show was so fun for me. Like, it was the best show. And I just watched it, and I am just so lit. I am so lit. Like, when I was on the stairs, I was just getting excited because I was finishing Tony's video. I was like, started watching Brittany's video, and like, Tony's not in prep. And obviously the people in the vlog circle like know who all these people are. The people who are like just people in my life who watch this, you don't even know what I'm talking about. Tony's not in prep. So I was just like watching her life. She reminds me a lot of myself, like completely chaotic. Like the whole video, I'm like, what are you talking about, girl? I'm like, that's how people feel when they watch my video, for sure. And I loved every minute of it. But Brittany's like coming in, she's in her last 4 weeks, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, we're like getting down to the days and the minutes. And so then I was like, you know what? I'm not watching this video. I want to go watch my video. And I'm just very excited. And I feel like I've been going in these waves. I don't really have time to be sitting here, but I am. I feel like I've been going from like nervous to excited to like kind of meh to just trying to check the boxes and not really having any feelings about it. But I'm excited again. I think just the way that cardio felt. I haven't pushed that hard in cardio besides that burn boot camp, which I always push hard, except for last week at Speed and Agility when I was just kind of feeling blah. But like in general, I don't really push. I don't know. There's just something about the stairs, right? Like I've mentioned that. There's just something about doing 40 minutes of intervals on the stairs that just makes you feel like, oh, I'm locked in. I'm in there. And I only do that, like, I only do the stairs like once a week right now, because I do burn boot camp for cardio twice a week, and then I do skills for cardio twice a week. So I've only been doing the stairs once, and I have not been doing intervals. So I was just like, I love this feeling. Like, it's hard, but the way that I felt after, I was like, oh yeah, like if we do this for 8 weeks, we're coming in right. Like, because let me tell you guys, the diet is on point. I am not. My mom and grandma have like a pound cake and a julienne pie. Like the locals, the Temecula locals know what a julienne pie is. Listen, I'm a sucker for that julienne crumb crust. Oh my gosh. But I didn't even, like, I just got my rice cake and moved on with my life. Like, not even phased, y'all. The diet is on point, at least for today. And so I'm just really excited about this. Like, I don't know. I guess that's really all that I can say about it, is I am really excited because I feel like I am finally at the point where, like, things are getting hard, right? And I feel like this last week, like the last couple days, I've been able to get over a hurdle that I never get over. Like I talked about in my last video, like you know, normally I'm not willing to feel this uncomfortable. Like, I straight up won't do it. And I feel like I got past that, and I'm like feeling this high right now, and I'm like, you can do this. Like, you actually can do it. So that's very exciting for me. Anyway, I gotta pick up my daughter in like 35 minutes. I still gotta go grocery shopping, so that's it for now. I'm tired of spending all my money on salad bags, so we'll be ready.
Servants lay in bed like a mule.
This is what we do.
Like a baby.
Hold you like a baby. Are you my baby? We're definitely not getting a Happy Meal tonight. Okay, I'm not gonna laugh. But after all that ruckus, you think you get a Happy Meal tonight? Absolutely not. You can try again tomorrow, okay?
I'm being a good listener.
You're gonna be a good listener.
Why do everybody get Happy Meals right now?
0 people are getting Happy Meals right now.
I'm gonna get one
You need to watch your toes.
right now.
You already ate dinner.
I need the Happy Meal. I like Happy Meals.
I like Happy Meals too, but
But just go and get a Happy Meal. Just go and get things.
were you a good listener today?
I'm being a good listener now.
You want to be a good listener now? Oh, it's too late. It's bedtime.
No, I want to be a good listener now.
Okay, let's brush your teeth. Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday. I think it's the 18th. Headed to work. I trained this morning, and then I didn't look at what my split is supposed to be, or like, oops. That's probably gonna fall out again. I didn't look at what my split is supposed to be. I don't know. I think I might just do cardio and skills today. Even though my ankle's feeling weird. Like, it's really weird. Sometimes it does this where it's just, I think it's just like in a bad position, and like I will step on it and like it will give out. It's very strange. It's not good. So I'm like, I don't know. Do I need to like crack my ankle before I try to practice, because I don't want to get injured? Anyway, like I said, I might just do cardio and routine stuff today. Let's see. I was 141.3 this morning, so, or 141.1. I don't know what it was. It was less than it was yesterday, but it was not back in the 140s. But I have been so unbelievably like gassy, which is weird because I'm not a gassy person. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of us, not a lot of us, but like, I don't know. I feel like I have clients who tell me like, oh, I'm just like always bloated. I'm like, I'm rarely like I'm bloated when I'm getting my period. Like, things that feel normal to other people, like for me, are not normal. So I've been very gassy. So, and I now haven't pooped in at least 24 hours. So I'm, again, not too concerned about the scale. I did pose this morning for a hot second, you know, like my daily quarter turns. Like, I literally just wake up, go to the bathroom, get on the scale, go in the garage and hit quarter turns in front of the mirror. And my legs looked really good, which, as we all know, like, for me, that's my mile marker, even though realistically my back should be my mile marker, because my legs are going to be in, like, if we're being honest about it, my legs have more lines in them than a lot. I won't say than most, but I'll say than a lot of people, like, earlier than usual. Like, there are people who get on stage with no lines in their legs, and that's no shade. I'm just talking like genetically. Like, Danielle, I was just talking about Danielle. Like, we always talk about how I'm like, I want your shoulders, and she's like, I want your legs, because Danielle has like the most round, bubbly shoulders. Like, her shoulders are everything. But when she is peeled, she still barely has lines in her quads. So all that to say is, like, I use my quads as my mile marker, even though they really shouldn't be, because my quads are in even when I'm still fat. So I should be using my back. When I do my side pose or when I turn around, I still have like some folds in my skin. So that's like actually what I'm looking for to go away and reduce. So anyway, all that to say, my weight hasn't really gone down, but my body does feel good. Or it looks good, I guess. Let's see. I don't really know. I think if there's anything else I have to add, then I'll add it. That was 4 minutes of nothing. Actually, I do have one thing to add that has nothing to do with this, but one thing that I've noticed
that like the vlog squad, we all like pick things up from each other. Like those of us who all like vlog and watch each other's vlogs, we like pick things up from each other. One thing that I've noticed that we do now because of Shantae is we mention how long our video is. I never once, and y'all know I've been a rambler. I never once was like, oh, okay, that was 7 minutes. Like, but it's so funny because now I feel like ever since Shantae said she doesn't like to talk for more than 2 minutes or whatever, I feel like I was just watching Aurelia's video and she's like, oh, that was 6 minutes. Oh, that was, and I know that I do it too, even though I don't like care. It doesn't bother me to talk for a long time. But I just think it's funny that now, because I've seen someone else do it too, now we're all like vocalizing that we know it's a long clip. Or like, okay, it's been 7 minutes, it's time to go. When before, like, we would just live our lives and keep rambling until the day we died. All right, I just trained. I am exhausted. Like, that was first off, that was such a good boot camp. I wish I could have taken that one. People just looked like they were dying. And I love to see that. I love to see that. But I wish I could have taken it, but I didn't. So now I am headed to Powerhouse to go get on the Stairmaster for 40 minutes. Not interested, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's see, just talking like plans and stuff, just chatting with Allison. We're just like talking about just like our general show plans, and I'm not gonna talk about her plans because I don't know like how much of this stuff is like she wants to keep private or not. But I think I mentioned to you guys like, okay, if I win Van, I'm gonna do this. If I lose Van, I'm gonna do this. And I don't think you guys realize how serious I am about retiring. If I go to the Olympia this year, it will be my last show. Maybe I will decide to apply for the Arnold one more time and attempt to do the Arnold if I get selected. But I'm not doing another full season if I qualify for the Olympia and do the Olympia. The only thing that would take me through another season is if I don't qualify for the Olympia, I would take one more crack at it, and I would probably do Chattanooga and Ben Weider again. Especially because this is going to be the last year, so I don't know how much the bodybuilders pay attention to the natural stuff if you're not natural, but, and I'm going to talk about this, like, because I know there's people who don't follow bodybuilding. So there is a natural show, the Ben Weider Natural. That is the only drug-tested professional show. So most of us, you know, if we compete in the IFBB, there's no drug test, so you can be enhanced or you cannot be enhanced. Like, it really doesn't matter. It's a personal choice. It doesn't matter. But that one show, it does matter. It is a drug tested show. So I like to do that show, obviously, just because I feel like it's like a little bit more of a level playing field, just to see where I stack up against other natural competitors. This will be the last year that you can just sign up for the Ben Weider, because the NPC and IFBB are like trying to expand their natural reach. In the NPC, which is the amateur federation for those who are not bodybuilders, in the NPC, they already are making it so that you have to qualify for Ben Weider. Before, you could just show up. You could just sign up just like you sign up for every other show. I want to compete at this show, I'm signing up. Now, this year, you have to win or place top 2 or something at another natural show that will allow you to go to Ben Weider. This is the last year that you can do that as a pro. Next year, they said they plan to have 10 to 15 natural pro shows that will qualify you for Ben Weider, which will be the only one that qualifies you for the Olympia. So if you're a natural competitor, you would have to qualify for Ben Weider. And I think they're trying to make, you know, Ben Weider a little bit more prestigious. Like, they want, like, if you're a natural competitor, they want that to be like the natural Olympia is what they call it. I would say more of like the natural, like, Super Bowl, like, whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter. But like, they want Ben Weider to be like all the natural competitors fought against each other to qualify to get here, and now we really will have the one single natural champion, versus all of us just signing up and competing against each other one time, and then that's the winner. So anyway, all that to say is I would try it one more time, but I'm not competing. I don't care enough about the Ben Weider Natural Show to compete in other pro shows that don't qualify me for the Olympia. I'm not going to compete in a natural show to qualify for Ben Weider. Like, if I'm competing in a pro show, I want it to be an Olympia qualifier. So anyway, all that to say, like I said, I don't think that people like took me seriously when I was like, yeah, I will probably retire. I might be done. If I go to the Olympia this year, I'm definitely done. Like I said, the only exception is if I get accepted for the Arnold or whatever, if I decide to apply. if I don't go to the Olympia this year, if I don't win Van, then I'll try one more time. But that's it. Your girl is 36. I'm going to be 37 this year. Like, and my body is squeaking and creaking. I do not have time to be continuing to do this. And like I already said in my last video, like, it's challenging with a child. And I know that plenty of other people do this with children, and that's fine. If that's something that they are willing to suffer through or deal with or sacrifice or work around, then that is fantastic for them. It's not for me. Honestly, it's making this experience like a lot less enjoyable for me. And again, it's not because of Reagan. Like, Reagan's a 3-year-old. She is a child. She is my child. She is my baby. However, sometimes, like, toddlers and bodybuilding prep are like oil and water. They just don't really necessarily go together. So you have to really want to make it work, and I just don't care enough to make it work for several more seasons. Now, of course, next year she'll be in school, so maybe it will be better, but maybe not. Like, she'll only be in TK this coming year, in kindergarten the next year. Like, she's still only doing half days, so it really doesn't change the schedule that much. And age-wise, I don't necessarily know that it will change her temperament very much. So anyway, I just wanted to come in here and chat about that because I know that I like randomly briefly mentioned it earlier. But I just wanted to chat about it because that was something that was the topic of conversation today. Okay, so I'm at Powerhouse now. I'm trying to tie my shoe. Okay, at Powerhouse, it's 10:48 exactly right now. And I just reserved the sauna for 11:30, so I have from 11:30 to 12 in the sauna. So I'm gonna do 45 minutes on the stairs. I might not do 45 minutes on the stairs. I think I'm gonna do 30 minutes on the stairs, and then maybe a 10-minute hit circuit. I don't know. These hit circuits take a lot out of me, and I just don't know if I have that in me today. I'm gonna do 45 minutes of something total. I got my Rise. I got cotton candy today. I had cotton candy and Kaale today. They're buy one get one half off at Vitamin Shop, so I got a couple because I'm out of my 12 packs. I think I have like 2 more left in my 12 packs at home, but I didn't go home. This is my second time having this cotton candy. It's actually pretty good. I mean, I know that I had already said that it's good, but I also remember saying that the Bang cotton candy was better than this, and now that I'm drinking this, I'm like, I don't know, I kind of feel like they taste the same. I don't know. Anyway, time for cardio. I cannot believe we're 8 weeks out. Like, tomorrow is exactly 8 weeks. Tomorrow is exactly 8 weeks out. That is crazy town. I gotta go full out soon, but won't be today. Won't be tomorrow. Maybe I'll go full out next week. But anyway, that's it. Cardio time. Time to finish watching everybody's YouTube. And I'll see y'all later. Oh my gosh. 40 minutes on the stairs. I actually did 38. I stopped 2 minutes early because my sauna appointment, whatever, had already started. Now, granted, the 2 minutes did not save me anything, but I also knew that I was going to go get on the assault bike for 4 minutes after, so I was like, I'll just skip these 2 minutes. I was done. Aurelia's video was over. I was just like listening to Tina Turner. That's why and it got me inspired. So I've been trying to think of, I have not figured out what I want to do for my routine music next year. So for a really long time, basically since we went on our cruise, I was like dead set on Queen, which Queen's not my style personally. Even though Queen has a lot of hits. So when we went on our cruise, one of the nights was like a Queen cover band. So it was like all of Queen's hits. And I was like, I mean, I'm a little young for the Queen era, but even like at my age, I still know a lot of Queen's hits, you know, obviously We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions. There's a few other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head right now, but I was like, I think it would be really fun to do a Queen theme because yes, I want to have fun with my routine. Like, I want it to be fun and cool for me, but ultimately it only matters if the judges like your routine. Like, it doesn't matter if you like your routine, it matters if the judges like your routine. And I think the judges are like a little bit older, and I think that Queen would go over well. The crowd knows most of Queen's hits, like, so I was really thinking I wanted to do a Queen theme, but I was just like, again, it's just not my personal style. I just don't know how well I could sell a Queen routine, right? So then my next thought was NF, I guess is his name, the song that Terrence Ruffin posed to. I think he posed to Hope.
It is so good. It's hard hitting. It's like really good beats. Like I was like, this would be amazing. I mean, it was amazing when he did it on stage, and I'm like, this would be really cool for a fitness routine. Like it definitely sounds like the music that is used like in highlight reels. Like if you watch, and this is for the bodybuilding people, most of the non-bodybuilding people probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but like if you watch any of Gilco's recap videos or highlight videos, like this music, this seems like it would be one of the songs for that. It's like it's very hard hitting, like kind of theatrical is not the word that I'm looking for, but think like Hollywood movie trailer music. So I've been listening to a couple of his songs, but the thing is his music's not popular. So I don't know, I worry about using music that nobody knows. Even if it sounds good, even if I like it, I'm just like, I don't know, like Terrence Ruffin can get away with that. But I just don't know that I can get away with using music that nobody knows. So that was the next thought. And then I toyed with for a hot second, and now that I just was listening to Proud Mary on the Stairmaster, I'm listening to Whitney Houston radio, is like, what if I do like a divas, Tina Turner, maybe some Whitney Houston or Janet Jackson, like all of these, like on Fit Radio, which is the app we use for Burn Boot Camp for all of our music. I think there's a playlist called like Divas of Pop or something like that. It's like a Divas something, and that's like kind of where I got inspired. I'm like, I could definitely get down with some Proud Mary. Proud Mary is one of my karaoke go-tos. So I'm kind of leaning that way. I just have to figure out like what songs do I want to send to the producer, because he's the one who turns it into like a musical masterpiece. But I have to kind of say like, these are the songs, this is the order, these are the parts of the songs, and he makes it like sound like one cohesive piece, and he has the backbeats and all that good stuff. So I'm leaning that way, but I'm just not sure. I need to know soon because music takes about 8 weeks to turn around. Unless I pay extra to rush it. And then I have choreography right after Van, like a couple weeks after Van. So I need to have it by choreography. So I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking about today, because I was just listening to that. I'm like, I could really get down with some Proud Mary on stage, and I think that would go over well. It's not the same, but I think it reminds me and gives me similar vibes to Jacqueline's routines this year, like Flashdance and what was her other one? No, I can't think of it. I don't know. Jacqueline, it just reminds me of similar vibes. So yeah, I'm tripping. So I haven't been in the sauna probably since the last video that I showed you guys. The last video you saw me in the sauna was the last time I was in the sauna. So the one at home, the last time I was in this sauna, who knows when that was. I usually just don't have time, but Reagan is with my friend Tiffany today for a couple hours so that I can work out, shower, and take a nap. Then we are going to meet for lunch, in which of course I'm going to just bring my own food, but just a little bit of social time. But yeah, I feel really good. I do have one more thing to talk about, the Sauna Chronicles, but I need a drink of water, and my phone is propped on my water, so we'll be back. Cass literally got me a tripod, like a small tripod. But I only was coming here for cardio, so I didn't bring my backpack in. Oh, okay, shoulders. Anyway, okay, so this is what I'm going to talk about. I actually left this comment on Aurelia's video, but I was like, this is my topic. This is what I want to talk about, because I was thinking about this. I've been thinking about this like the last couple of days, that I've been really like, okay, Andrea, you've reached another level. You've gotten past the hump, right? And I talked about that, like, wow, normally this is where I stop. This is my wall. And I've gotten past that, and I just feel like this new thing ignited, like this new level of effort. And I'm on, like I told you guys, like my mom and grandma had pound cake and pie at the house. Like someone brought like these sweetbread things to the gym this morning. Oops. And I wasn't even phased, and even if I am phased, like maybe I am secretly like, man, that sounds good, but like I'm immediately able to shut those thoughts off. And this is what I want to talk about. Like I talked about it a long time ago, right? When I was like, I've never really been willing to suffer. And like, that's why I've been good enough, but I've never been like highest level, right? And I just think a lot of us, bodybuilders especially, but really literally everybody, we have a level of effort that we're willing to put in, right? And then we always find somewhere like that little bit of wiggle room, right? Like I talked about the 1%. That's what I've been talking about, the 1%. Like, can I be 1% better today? Because if I'm 1% better today and I choose to get 1% better every day, like that is going to compound. And on the flip side, when you just choose to have like that one extra nibble
And again, in lifestyle, it's not as serious, right? Like if you have an extra nibble, it's not that big of a deal. But also at the same time, there's people who are tracking their food and still having extra nibbles, and they're like, how come I'm not making progress? And same thing for bodybuilders. Like we are having 1 extra rice cake. We're having 2 extra grams of peanut butter, or I'm taking an extra bite of Reagan's food, or whatever it is, what have you, right? And then we get to check-ins, we get on the scale, we get to our shows, and we're not satisfied. And what I said to Aurelia, because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna challenge you, because she said, you know, every day she's been having 1 or 2 extra rice cakes, she's been having a little bit of extra avocado, and I said, I'm gonna challenge you because you just said so yourself that your work, you might not have the genetics, you might not have this, you might not have that, but what you do have is your work ethic. But in the same video, you just said you're having extra rice cakes, and you just said you're having extra avocado. So do you have the work ethic that you claim to have? And like, that's what I keep telling myself is, Andrea, you keep saying you're willing to work hard, but where? Like, and now again, I'm past that now because I am digging in now, but I just want to like challenge all of us, especially bodybuilders in season, but also lifestyle people who have whatever goals, like your effort has to align with the outcomes that you want. And when I'm talking about trying to qualify for the Olympia, the World Championship of Bodybuilding, the people who go to the Olympia, if I think of the best bodybuilder in the world, and when I think of winning an IFBB professional bodybuilding show, do I believe that the winners of these things are my actions in line with what I believe the winners are doing? It doesn't matter who the winner is, right? When I think of somebody who wins bodybuilding shows, somebody who goes to the Olympia, when I think of those people, for Aurelia specifically, because again, she's the person who's comment, when you think of the top 2 at nationals turning to a professional bodybuilder, do you believe that the people who achieve those things are stopping 2 minutes early on their Stairmaster, are taking extra rice cakes, are taking extra peanut butter, are taking extra avocado, are doing whatever it is that you're doing? And I think for a lot of us, myself especially, I've already done so much better than I've been doing that sometimes it feels okay to skimp a little bit, right? Like I've already had so much of a better prep that, yeah, this 1 extra rice cake, I mean, at least it's not 10 like I normally do. At least it's not crumble cookie like I used to do. But the fact of the matter is it's still not perfect. And in bodybuilding, we're trying to get as close to perfect as possible, right? Again, in lifestyle, it's different. But that's just like a place that I've been able to like take myself. Again, I'm still not being perfect. I've already mentioned to you guys, I told Ruby my check-ins, I'm making swaps, I'm moving things around. Like sweet potatoes are just not hitting for me right now. So I'm doing cream of rice, I'm doing rice cakes, but like, I'm not like eating extra food that I shouldn't be eating. And I'm damn sure not like going to eat sweets when I was eating sweets before. So it's just my challenge to you, especially if you're coming up on, your victory lap of prep. Every single decision you make is going to show up on stage. It will show up on stage. And I just know, again, like the feeling that I felt getting called for 2nd place at Ben Weider, knowing that I wasn't at my best, knowing that I was eating freaking packs of cookies from 7-Eleven, I made brownies for Ruben and I was eating them, like that feeling sucks, you guys. Like, and again, it's not about the ranking, because Chattanooga, I felt like on top of the world getting 3rd place, but that's because I knew I poured everything in. I knew that I poured everything in, so even though I got 3rd, I was like, yes, this is it, I did it. Whereas at Ben Weider, even though I ranked higher, I knew I didn't do my best. So I felt like shit when I didn't win like I wanted to win. Like, I didn't deserve to win Ben Weider. So I just want to make sure that all of us, especially the vlog squad, especially those of us in prep, but really anyone, like, your efforts really got to align. Every single effort, because like I said, it's going to show up somewhere. It will show up somewhere. We can try to keep these secrets between us and God, but they show up in our lives. There is always some sort of external evidence of what we think we're doing in secret. So anyway, I hope someone who has an extra rice cake in their hand right now, someone who was about to order some DoorDash right now, like I hope for someone that helps you change the course of at least just one decision. Because every decision matters. This is the compound effect, right? So anyway, I'm dripping sweat. I gotta get out of this sauna. I have had enough. I'll see y'all. Maybe I'll show you what I eat for lunch. Or maybe just tomorrow at practice. Okay, so I'm at Chipotle. Oh, I should have parked up front. Brought my meal prep. It's just ground beef and avocado, which I normally have avocado in the morning with my breakfast, but I saved it for this. Ground beef, avocado, and salsa. So that is what I'm eating. I'll order a Diet Coke here. Okay, so
I always do like a daily quarter turn, just like this, like in regular clothes, just to see what we're working with. I am one meal in. I'm about to have a pre-workout meal, and then I'm gonna go hit my routine. I normally don't do my routine this early in the day, so I'm trying to check to see if this is lined up. I normally don't do my routine this early in the day, but Aurelia's coming down for a posing seminar, and we're gonna go to cardio after. And I'm not doing cardio before I do my routine, so I want to have my routine practice done. This is like not square at all. This is a disaster. Hold on, my friends. Let's try to get straight here. Straightish. It doesn't really matter. It's not like this is check-ins. Oh, I just want to see what we're looking like. Let's see what we got. All right, happy Sunday, everyone. I am headed to the gym. We had church this morning. Still kind of shopping around for a church home. I don't know, like, there's like things about every church we've been to that I like, but none of them have felt the way that our church in Tennessee felt. Like, and not that it has to feel exactly the same, but I just haven't felt like exactly at home at any of them. And so I don't know, we're like just going to different churches like every week. We like try a different one, and it's not a new one every week. Like, we've been to the same ones a few times, but some of them we've only been to once because we're just like, that wasn't it. But it's just challenging. Like, it's challenging because, now obviously that has nothing to do with prep, but it's challenging because, like, you, for me at least, and I posted about this on my story a couple weeks ago, because I remember Aurelia posted basically like, yeah, for basically non-believers, it's better for them, or it's preferable for them to be in the wilderness than among, I forget what the word was, but I'm going to say judgmental or hateful Christians. And that's just how I feel. Like, and like, I, as a Christian myself, being around a lot of other Christians, I'm like, you guys are mean. Like, no wonder people don't want to be in this club. Like, so there just hasn't been a church, and obviously there's a million schools of thoughts and all of this about what's biblical and what's not. But like, for me and my house, me and my family, like, for me, the number one thing that we can learn from Jesus is love. And so that's not voting against people's rights to exist. That's not there's so many things that I'm not going to get into, like this whole politics, but like, for me, the fact that Christianity has aligned itself with like Christian nationalism and white supremacy, like, there are a lot of churches that I just like, nope, I don't want to be part of this. And there's other churches like that aren't necessarily aligned with white supremacy, right? But like, I don't know, that like specifically like during 2020 and like the height of this civil unrest with George Floyd, and I was just like, I don't know, like, and I've talked about this with some of my other Christian friends. I'm like, Christians make me not want to be part of the church. Not Jesus, not the Bible, not the devotionals, not my prayers, like, not my relationship with God. It is other Christians that turn me off to Christianity. And that's why it's been really hard to find a church that I feel like leads with love, and doesn't try to pull politics into their sermons. And among that, like, there's just other things, just like the diversity of the congregation, the music, like there's the small groups that they offer, because we've never been part of a small group, and that's something that I want to start doing. But I also want to feel like the demographic makes sense for me. Like, my parents hosted one at their house like last year, but I'm like, I would be the youngest person in here by 25 years, and this just isn't this isn't where I feel like I'm at home. And so it's just been really challenging, because it took me a really long time to come to Jesus. And then when I felt like I was in there, then a lot of this stuff happened, and Christianity has completely turned me off, but I've fought really hard to stay in, despite the way that
Christians align themselves with a lot of things that I just feel very passionate about. And so it's frustrating for me to feel like I don't have a home in Christianity. I know this is not what this was supposed to be, but that's just how I feel. So anyway, that was this morning, another church that was fine, but not like, probably not the one that we're going to stay at for good. I don't know. So now we're going to the gym to practice. I normally don't practice this early, like I said, but I have cardio later. And I want to actually have a good practice. My ankle is still feeling really weird. Like, I don't know what's up with it. Like, it like when I roll my ankle, it's like pop, pop, pop. Like, it literally pops every single time that I roll it. And the popping's not painful. None of it's really painful. But like I said, like if I step on it the wrong way, it literally just like, and I just don't want to like be doing some sort of pounding skill or like high impact skill and hurt my ankle. But at the same time, I'm 8 weeks out. Literally today, I'm 8 weeks out. So I need to go full out soon. Yeah, Adela, I think, is in 4 weeks. And I'm obviously not competing there. And I've mentioned this a couple times. But like, I am so anxious to see how everybody looks and what their routines look like. Because like, I expect to come up against some of these people at Van. I still feel like Atlanta's going to be the bigger show, but I expect somebody to come to Van. It can't just be me, Jess, and Abby. Although it might. 2 years ago, it was literally just Abby, Noemi, and Danielle. It was just 3 of them. So it very well, and I think last year it was just 5 people. So it very well could be very small, but I anticipate it being more than 3. Okay, please put your cones over there. Reagan, I asked you to put your cones on that line. So I just ran the back half, last minute of the routine. Well, I ran like the last, I guess, like 40 seconds, which is crazy because that part feels like such a small part of my routine, like such a short part of my routine. But then I literally just added like 1 skill in front of it. And I'm like, oh, that was a minute long. That's over half my routine. So that actually makes me feel really good about my place to do full out. I'm not doing full out today. Like, when the music starts and I start going, Reagan gets right up next to me on the floor and she starts moving around. I'm not going to put the video like in real time and with sound, but she's literally like, mommy, and I'm in the middle of my routine, like, okay, I hear you, like in the middle of my routine. So I'm just like, yes, to some level you should be able to do this distracted, but I shouldn't have to be talking to someone during my routine, and that's just what it is right now. So I'm not going to go full out, but I am going to do that section again. Like I said, it's the last minute of the routine. So that's the part I have to be able to do tired, because I am tired by that point in the routine. So I just want to rep it out several times, especially since a lot of these skills I have not done in months. Like my old skills, right? Like, because I've only changed a few things in this routine. So the stuff that I haven't changed, I haven't done like in ages. But I still got to be conditioned for it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do however many more rounds I can do before I get frustrated with Reagan not sitting down. Then I have work. I got to set up the gym. I trained every day this week except for Saturday, which is Reagan's birthday party. It's a surprise. Like, she knows she's having one, but she doesn't know when it is. So it's on Saturday. Like I said, I work every day this week because one of my trainers is out of town. So I don't want to have a super late night. Because I normally do this, like I said, I normally do this later in the day. But just want to get it done early. So anyway, I just need, you guys, I need 3 days of solitude. Complete solitude. No one needing me, no one needing anything, so that I can do the things that I need to do. There are so many things on my to-do list that I just can't get done because somebody always needs me. And Ruben has actually mentioned this like to me before.
like as it relates to our relationship. He's like, you're always doing something for someone. Like, you always are on the go. You always have something to do. And it's something I'm trying to work on, but at the same time, like, I can't just tell my job, like, hey, don't call me for 3 days. Like, I'm the person in charge. I can't just tell my daughter, hey, don't need me for 3 days. And especially like right now, Ruben's out of town. Yes. Ruben's out of town. And look at that pretty dress. I just don't have the resources to be able to. Okay, Reagan. Cool. Go get your iPad. I don't have the resources to say, to delegate everything in my life. So sometimes it just gets a little bit frustrating, especially in prep, which is, you know, ultimately very selfish when I just don't have the luxury always of being able to be selfish. And like I said, it's not just bodybuilding. It's like I've talked about, like, needing to declutter and organize, but it's like as soon as I do something, then Reagan comes in and she's throwing stuff around, or like then it's time to eat and I'm trying to keep the kitchen clean and my mom's frustrated with the state of the house, but I'm like, well, I have to feed my daughter and Reagan's doing this and she's doing that. And I mentioned about this before, when my dad was sick, like it's to the point where I'm like, I don't even want to exist in this space, because every form of life is every piece of evidence of somebody living here frustrates somebody. So I'm just really frustrated right now, I'm just irritable because I'm hungry, and then I'm just frustrated because I just don't feel like I have like the level of support that I need to excel in anything right now. Honestly, besides work. Like, work is the only place that I feel like I have enough of a support system to do as good of a job as I want to do. Other than that, I just feel just chronically stressed out. So this is my second time crying on here today. So I think I just need a break. I just need a break. Okay, I did it again. I'm done. It was good. I hit everything. But I'm just mentally and physically exhausted today. And I still have to go do cardio today. Like, I'm already hanging by a thread. It's Andrea's prep theme, hanging by a thread, truly. I feel good about what I did today, though. I don't have more in me right now. I need to eat. I'm only 2 meals in. And it's not enough. It's 2 meals less than I want to be in for a routine practice, especially. I just looked at the time. It was, hey, stop. Okay, thank you. But you gotta stop. You're gonna knock this over.
Okay.
It was 1:10
Okay.
out of 1:48, which is how long my routine is. So it was nearly full out. I mean, it was full out for the 1:10. What? What's going on? The 1:10 was full out, obviously, but I'm just saying it wasn't the whole 1:48. Reagan.
Hi.
Okay. So there's still 38 seconds to add on to that. 38 seconds before what I did today, because I did the last 1:10.
I'm not trying to get
I know, but I don't want you to knock this over, Reagan.
Okay.
Can you go over there to the iPad, please?
right here.
This is why I need to be done. I gotta get out of here.
Okay, so had practice. It was good, but I was texting Ruben. I was like, I can't keep bringing Reagan to practice with me, which I don't always have to bring Reagan to practice with me. Like, I don't want it to seem like I don't want it to seem like it's just me out here on an island and I have absolutely no help. Like, that's not what it is. I'm just saying in the context of bodybuilding, it just requires a lot of help with a 3-year-old, and especially with Ruben out of town. Like, it's more help than is available to me. She's at home right now because my little brother's home. My grandma's home, but like realistically, my grandma, it doesn't need to be watching Reagan. But Reagan's just sitting down with her iPad, and my little brother's home. So I told her, I said, I will be right back. I'm going to go to the gym. I have to do cardio. I didn't tell her I have to do cardio. I said I have to go to the gym, but the kids' area is closed, so you can't come with me. So anyway, I just got on the scale just to see how much I weighed, and right now, currently 140.7, which I think is how much I weighed this morning, which is cool because I'm a few meals in now, it's just so weird the way that it works because, like, I did go to the bathroom a little bit, but not as much as I need to, but, like, I don't know, it's weird to me, the way that metabolism works, because, like, where does the food go? Where does it go? So, obviously, I am going to have to eat again, so it's, like, not like I'm going to go to sleep at 1:40. Whatever reason, this phone keeps stopping recording, I need to turn it off. It's always that last meal that, like, you know, I'm 140 or 141, and then I eat and I'm like 145, and then I wake up and obviously have not lost any of that weight. So I'm gonna try to get my last meal in a little earlier tonight to see if maybe that helps. I don't know, we're gonna see. But yeah, I'm going to meet Aurelia. She was in town for a Body by O. I think it was Body by O. I think it was like sponsored by Body by O. So Body by O is in town. It's local, like he's local to me. For those who don't know who Body by O is, he is Vanya's current coach. Obviously the bodybuilders know who Vanya is. If you're not a bodybuilder at all, none of that. Nobody, you don't know who any of these people are. Anyway, he's local to me. So a couple of his girls, I guess, had a posing seminar. I guess Sandy was there. They always do like a really big one. I don't think this was the big one, but they're like, I remember a couple of years ago, like Laura Lee was here, like all these people were here. And I was like, oh, I didn't even realize that this dude was local to me. Anyway, so she's in town. She did that posing seminar. Now we're gonna go to Powerhouse, and then she has other stuff there. Her and Adam are going to a concert or something, and I am going to meal prep for the week, or just like get situated for the week. Like I said, I work every day this week, which means my schedule is just a little bit more finicky, because I don't have as much freedom. Like specifically on Mondays, like Monday is my day completely off, but tomorrow I'm training all morning long until noon or until 11. So that just means that I have to work out in the afternoon, but I don't really love, because I don't like working out in the afternoon when I have to train early the next morning. Like, I just don't like that turnaround. I feel like I don't get enough rest, but it is what it is. So anywho, I did the math, of course, because I like to do the math. In order to be the weight that I think I need to be, I need to have a 687 calorie deficit every single day for the next 8 weeks. So I got to turn it up on my cardio intensity. We'll see what Ruben says when he sees me in person on Wednesday. But at the very least, I need to put in higher level of effort in cardio, and I have been doing that the last few days. And let me tell you, I'm beat. But we got to keep it up, because like I said to Aurelia, and like I said in this video, like, we all say we're willing to work hard, but are we willing to work hard? Like, I just don't want to get to Van, especially because I know, like, I don't know Jessica's mindset. Jess, I don't know what she goes by. Like, I don't know her mindset, if she's coming with like the attitude that she wants to win the show, or if she just wants to do her best and have fun. Like, I don't really know what her mindset is, but I know that I want to win, and I know that Abby wants to win. And I know that Abby's giving it everything she has. So for me, it's like, look, Andrea, don't get beat out by effort. Don't get beat out by effort. So if you're suffering right now, great. Keep suffering. You only have 8 more weeks of suffering. And you need to make sure that when you get on stage, you feel good about what you did. So I think that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Maybe I'll have like just a little hi Aurelia, you know, when I see her, all that stuff. But I don't really have much else to add this week. So I'll get this edited up. You guys know the drill. Thank you so much for watching. For all of the comments. It's so crazy to go look at like my Olympia prep videos, and even last, like my 2023 prep videos, like the number of views and the number of comments were like so low, which is fine to me, right? But it's just cool now to have so many people who are invested in this. And we talked about, now I'm completely sidebarring because I don't think she's here yet, but we talked about this on our like SWV vlog, which I have not uploaded. So sorry. If you watch Shantae and Aurelia, you've already seen it, but I was supposed to upload it like for my followers. But I said, you know, of course we want to make our coach proud. That was the question. Like, do you care about making your coach proud? And it's like, yes, of course we want to make our coach proud. Like, I love when Ruben responds back to my check-ins, like, whatever, you know, fire emojis, or like my last one I sent him, he said like, that's my woman, or something like that. It's like, it feels really good. But like, in addition to that, I also really want to make the people who believe in me proud, because people believe in me a lot. And I want to do my best to make sure that I don't make liars out of you guys. So anyway, that was a sidebar, but like, comment, share, subscribe, the usual. Like I said, this might be the last clip. It might not be the last clip. We're going to find out. But it's within 3 minutes of the end of the video. So I'll close it out here. I'll see you guys on check-in day. So I'm on Stairmaster, listening to that NF song, Hope. The more I listen to that, the more it feels like the song for my routine. I don't know, I still gotta compile my divas songs. I don't know, that one just feels so powerful and so cool and so different than anything I've ever done. But I feel like it's a good routine to end my career on, so I'm gonna sleep on it a little bit longer, but I don't know, I think that's it. Right, there she is, legs, posing, cardio. Look at that booty salute. What's it called? The glute salute? This is poor lighting. Hold on, we gotta redo this. I need this with good lighting because this is actually fantastic. Oh. Yes, it's giving.